Welcome to a sample natural speech lesson from EnglishAnyone.com's Master English Conversation English Fluency Training video course. This lesson will help you use correct, natural-sounding words, phrases, and expressions in your conversations by examining some common situations and covering the conversational English phrases and expressions that native speakers use often in them. In this lesson, you'll learn and practice some useful phrases for air travel. Let's get started. Situation 1. Imagine you're at an airport check-in counter and ready to select your seats. You don't care if you have an aisle or a window seat, but you'd like more space for your legs. Tell me what you'd say at the counter to ask if there are any seats with more room for your legs available. I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Great. Now let's compare what you said with what a native speaker would use in this situation. Remember that you want to sound native while asking for a seat with more leg room. A perfect expression for this situation would be, "Are any exit row seats available? Are any exit row seats available?" If you want to get more leg room without paying for a more expensive seat, ask for a seat in an exit row. An exit row is where there's a door to exit the plane, so these rows can be much wider. You may be required to help in an emergency if you sit in an exit row, but emergencies are pretty unlikely. Now try asking, "Are any exit row seats available?" after each thing I say to you, so you can get used to using it. Do you have a request for a particular seat? Will a window seat near the rear of the plane be okay? You can select either an aisle or a window seat. Very good. Are any exit row seats available? Situation 2. Next, because your trip requires a transfer, which means you'll be visiting an additional airport before you reach your final destination, you're worried that your luggage might need to be rechecked. How can you ask the person at the counter if you will need to recheck your luggage when you transfer? Without thinking too much about it, just tell me what you'd say in this situation. I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Okay, now let's compare what you said with what I'm thinking of for this situation. Remember that you want to sound native while checking to see if your luggage needs to be rechecked. A perfect expression for this situation would be, "Will my luggage go through to my destination?" Will my luggage go through to my destination? Go through is a phrasal verb that means to pass from one place to another, or to start and end an experience. By asking if your luggage will go through to your destination, the person at the check-in counter will understand exactly what you mean, and you'll sound like a native speaker. Now try asking, "Will my luggage go through to my destination with me?" after each thing I say to you, so you can get used to using it. It looks like you'll be transferring in Spain on your way to Germany. Here are your luggage tags. You may have to show these when you collect your bags. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Very good. Will my luggage go through to my destination? Situation 3. Now you're on the plane in the middle of your flight, and a cabin attendant brings the cart full of drinks to your seat. The cabin attendant asks you what you'd like, but you don't know what your options are. What can you ask to find out what kinds of beverages are available? I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Okay, now let's compare what you said with what I'm thinking of for this situation. Remember that you want to sound native as you ask what drinks are offered. A perfect expression for this situation, one you can actually use anytime you're offered something to eat or drink, would be, "What do you have? What do you have?" This question is simple enough, so what I'd like you to do is focus on your pronunciation. What do you have? 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 Now try asking "what do you have" after each thing I say so you can get used to using it. May I offer you a drink today? Would you care for something to drink? Can I interest you in a beverage? Very good. What do you have? Situation 4. Next, you've finished your flight and are at your destination. You bring your bags to the airport exit and just have to clear or pass customs. Tell me what you'd say to the customs agent to explain that you don't have anything that needs to be checked or reported. I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Okay, let's compare what you said with what I'm thinking of for this situation. Remember that you want to sound native while being polite so you can clear customs quickly. A great way to say this would be, "I've got nothing to declare." I've got nothing to declare. To declare something means to report or reveal something publicly and officially. You usually receive a customs declaration form on a plane during an international flight. If you have nothing to declare, though, you can pass through customs quickly. Now try using the expression, "I've got nothing to declare" with me after each thing I say to you so you can get used to using it. Are you bringing anything for sale into the country? Are you carrying currency with a combined value of $10,000 or more? Do you have any endangered animals in your pocket? Very good. I've got nothing to declare. Situation 5. Now, let's say you've just arrived at a meeting after a short overnight flight. You're tired and a colleague asks you why you're not looking your best. What could you say to tell them that you took a flight very late in the evening? I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Okay, let's compare what you said with what I'd use in this situation. Remember that you want to sound native while saying that you had a late night flight. In this situation, you could smile and say, "I caught a red eye." I caught a red eye. A red-eye flight is an overnight flight, or one that starts late at night and arrives early the next morning. These are called red-eyes because they make your eyes tired and irritated. You can take a plane or you can catch one, like you'd catch a taxi. But the idea of catching something implies that it was a bit difficult to get, or you got it suddenly or unexpectedly. Now try using the expression, "I caught a red eye" with me after each thing I say to you so you can get used to using it. Wow, you look like you haven't slept. Were you able to get that earlier flight? It looks like you made it here just in time. Very good. I caught a red eye. Situation 6. Finally, let's say you're out having dinner with some people after a very long international flight. You're having trouble staying awake, as this is when you'd normally be sleeping. Take a moment and tell me what you'd say to explain to people that you're tired and disoriented because of the different time zone you're in. I'll give you 10 seconds. Go. Okay, let's compare what you said with what I'm thinking of for this situation. Remember that you want to say you're tired because your body thinks it's in a different time zone. A great expression for this situation would be, "I've got jet lag." I've got jet lag. You've taken a jet or some kind of airplane, and you're experiencing the lag between where you are and what your body is used to. To cure jet lag, it's a good idea to stay awake in the new location, even if it's not very comfortable. Now, try using the expression, "I've got jet lag," after each thing I say to you so you can get used to using it. You doing all right? I think it's about 3 in the morning where you came from. I guess you weren't able to sleep on the plane to get used to the time here in Brazil, huh? Don't you feel great after traveling halfway around the world? Very good. I've got jet lag. Finally, here's a quick quiz to test your memory. Respond to what you hear with what you've just learned. Would you like an aisle or a window seat? Are any exit row seats available? Your flight was 16 hours long, wasn't it? I've got jet lag. Are you bringing any alcohol or tobacco over the import limit? I've got nothing to declare. Would you like something to drink? What do you have? You look really tired. Did you just arrive this morning? I caught a red eye. Your bags are all checked. Is there anything else I can assist you with? Will my luggage go through to my destination? Well, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. The natural speech lesson is just one part of the complete English fluency training program of Master English Conversation 2.0. To begin learning with the complete Master English Conversation 2.0 program, so you can start understanding native English speakers and speaking fluent English confidently without hesitating or translating in your head during conversations, click on the link in this video or in the description below this video. I look forward to helping you become a fluent speaker quickly, and I'll see you in the lessons. Bye-bye.